Abusua mama kwa abasronko so de bagana politics avenue so abusua mama yemu ra yesemu. Say no first time na ohwe ya no subscribe no share no hit notification bell so am I say ba political highway so ani de bi abadom. Abusua yenko yesemu. Abusua eye former aid de man bawumia eye miracle Aboagye enano eye okupie mu wo eye EOCO akache EOCO arrested on airport okupie mu wo wa omodi 50 million Ghana cedi eto no so say tam oye adwuma wa IMCC office no omusu say sika bi allegedly afa ne nsase a ano nti enam so ma EOCO isa oka no ebusia omodi 50 million bill eto no so a omo baili no ebusia asem a abezu dwane say ne partner accountant no astart etua sika ne bia ebusia enya asem ketu amasisi akofa asem kese asada abre miracle Aboagye bi ana osaso pie no osabe grant interview bi efa EOCO say enya dia EOCO ebisa no tama EOCO to omo safre no nya dia omo bisa ne any question efa 55 million Ghana cedi bia na question omo bisa no emfa da sika no different question am we do omo kasa efa busuan etisi no o grant interview no busuan EOCO asato omo safre no omo to omo safre na o de meba busuan EOCO say wansa ambe pima omo asa achine bi ebusia ona nsema ede abetuja ebusia menko tie nsema Black Rasta ekafon ebe de aka abetu so
85. He's just about 40 years young. He went to school at Swedru. He's been able to pick up a lot of educational, or better still, academic accolades. This is Miracle Aboagye. He's a member of the NPP. And at the time, he even served as the communications boss of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's campaign. He speaks fluently. I think he's a brilliant guy, but beyond his brilliance, not many people have access. EOCO has been able to open the door into the back door of this man's life. And we are told that he is stealing money from us. He's been investigated for some 55 million Ghana cedis that got missing from his outfit. There was a time he was the executive secretary of the so-called interministerial coordination for whatever. My brother, my sister, decentralization. This is the guy we're talking about. And for 2 years, 55 million Ghana cedis got missing. EOCO went into his lifestyle and realized that there are a number of houses that belong to him, allegedly. And it looks like there's even a mansion at Latte, sitting right there in the valley. In fact, enjoying some cool breeze that has this man here as the owner. He's called Dennis Miracles Aboagye. Everybody knows him in Ghana as a communications person. Now he wants to stand and compete and contest for the National Communications Director of his party, the NPP. He's a vociferous character, and most of the time, he makes a lot of sense. But again, beyond the sense that he allegedly makes on TV and on radio, he's a character that not many of us have access to. Now, after investigating initially and realizing that this man here was a person of interest, EOCO decided to go deep into that. Now, EOCO is Economic and Organized Crime Office. This one here, and is headed by that blue suit wearing dude. His name is Raymond Archer, Capo di Tutti Capi, aka Capore. My brother, my sister, he's turned the honest next over and over, and many Ghanaians are applauding the work that EOCO is doing. It used to be called the Serious Fraud Office. This is the guy. He invited Miracles Aboagye over to the offices of EOCO right here in Accra and spoke to him, asked him a few questions, and when EOCO was convinced that this man might certainly be on the wrong side of our justice system, decided that no, it is time to hold this man down and take him straight, and decided to put a stop order on this man. He couldn't fly out of the country, but he had left the country before the stop order went into action. And upon his return, he was nabbed by the national security and the immigration and sent straight to the offices of EOCO. Over there at EOCO, he arrived, my brother, my sister, over the weekend, and he had to remain in there until the week opened. And some people went all the way to the offices of EOCO demonstrating. It is now common knowledge that a lot of them were drug addicts who were brought there, and they were fed with appetition so they could get drunk and misbehave. Some of them were high on things that the same politicians are campaigning against: red, codeine, and all those dangerous drugs. My brother, my sister, we allegedly saw a member of the NPP open his car boot and it was full of appetition. In fact, locally brewed gin. And some of these guys came on the street and they granted interviews to newsmen. And what did they say? They were promised 150 Ghana cedis, and some of their motorbikes were even fueled, so they would come out there and solidarize with Miracles Dennis Aboagye. Whilst he was in there, he was busily begging EOCO, almost accepting his guilt, that he has fallen foul to the law. And he was looking for a way investigators would deal with him mildly. But upon his release on bail, my brother, my sister, 50 million Ghana cedi bail, he gained his voice back. And he went on radio, went on TV, made a lot of noise in foolhardiness, saying that no, EOCO intended to actually intimidate him. It was a political witch hunt. Yet whilst he was in the offices of EOCO, information reaching me has said that he was like a chicken. My brother, my sister, he pleaded for mercy. He was very humble. In fact, he went wherever EOCO wanted him to go, to all the houses that EOCO wanted him to go to. He went and he told them what EOCO wanted to hear. EOCO found a lot. EOCO, again, is economic and organized crime office. Then his Miracle Aboagye, upon his release, gained his voice again and went on a talking spree. Today, my brother, my sister, Dennis Miracle Aboagye was supposed to report at the EOCO office for more questioning, but he couldn't make it. Did he refuse to go? He called EOCO and told EOCO, you know what? I will come. Up to 12 o'clock midday, I will be there. Midday came and went away. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Oh, I am coming. I will come. I swear I will come. 5, we are closing. Oh, so you didn't make it. Miracles Aboagye seems to have dodged EOCO. And the reason could be very simple. After going in there to beg and to plead, all of a sudden he got his voice and went out there raving and ranting. Now he's going back to the same people he was begging. How would they see him? Would they see him like a braggart, a coward? What exactly are they going to see him as? Was he scared that, in fact, the countenance of the EOCO investigators would change after he had gone out there to make a lot of noise as if he was a macho man? He didn't go. But the news is very simple. If tomorrow he does not appear in the offices of EOCO, he will be rearrested. Pure and simple. Or is he looking for a way to sneak out into some hidden spaces? He says the government machinery called EOCO is being used to intimidate him. Yet, when he was in there, my brother, my sister, and realizing that his own accountant had virtually pleaded guilty and started even paying back some of the looted money. And people around this same Miraculous Aboagye, who are, in fact, parties to some of the activities that led to the 55 million Ghana cedis getting swallowed up by the whale, like Jonah, also started speaking to EOCO. A lot of people of interest around Dennis Miraculous Aboagye have spoken to investigators already, and is pointing to one direction, that Miraculous Aboagye probably has no escape route anymore. All he has to do is to do the needful. After the begging and the pleading, what is next? Is it time to ask for a plea deal? Are they going to give him a plea deal? Is he ready to accept his fate? 55 million. So far, 4 houses have been counted, allegedly in his name. 3 of them right there inside Adjringono, just behind J.J. Rawlins's house. 1 of them inside Latte, and some others that we can't mention right now. Dennis Miraculous Aboagye, in 2 years, he was able to pick up 55 million. I have the details. We can show you the route, how the money came out of the so-called interministerial coordinating whatever. How it meandered its way out of that outfit and went through where, through what, through who, and got to him. 55 million Ghana cedis. Hard-earned taxpayers' money. Money that could have been used to push the progress of this nation. Schools under trees. Boreholes could have been built. Drainage systems could have been built. My brother, my sister, more beds could have been bought for our hospitals. But no, everything allegedly went into the pockets of one young man. Not even properly 40 years yet. Dennis Miraculous Aboagye. His accountant has already told investigators that out of the money, this was what he got. And he has even started paying that. People employed by Dennis Miraculous Aboagye have also started speaking. People of interest around him have all come out to say what they know about the issue. And it looks like Dennis Miraculous Aboagye is in a hot soup. I am excited that Ghana now can stand on its 2 feet and point to a certain blue suit wearing dude by name Capo di Tutti Capi, one Raymond Archer, and his EOCO outfit. And of course, also point at the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, the cigar-chomping, Zuarungu dog-eating dude. His name is Dominic Akuritinga Ayene. He is a Stanford lawyer par excellence. And this guy here will not take no for an answer. All he's looking for is justice and nothing more. After the justice and after the work is done, he could retire quietly and go back to Zuarungu and ask for a hot dog soup. This is Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene, the Stanford lawyer. This is the Attorney General and Minister for Justice in Ghana. And he's deputized by the Dr. Justice Sremsai. These people have come together to make alleged criminals very, 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 very hot. They have nowhere to run to. My brother, my sister, like the boxer Joe Louis said, in the boxing ring, you can hop, you can jump, you can cry, but there is one thing you cannot do. you cannot hide. It looks like these are the Joe Lewises of our time. And I'm glad that justice is finally getting illuminated. Then, depending on his mood, he can look like just anything. Yes, this is Coca. Now, Coca are his initials for a very beautiful name that he has. Oh yes, he is called, and I need you to open your ears and listen. Kweku Osei Kuranchi. Yes, that's him. Kweku Osei Kuranchi Asiedu. It's a beautiful name. There's no John in it. There is no Elijah in it. There is no foreign name in it. That is why I say it's a very beautiful name. Kweku Osei Kuranchi Asiedu. Very beautiful name. This is the guy. He's called Coca. He's quite vociferous. He seems to be working for the office of the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. We have seen him time and again show a lot of reverence and a lot of respect to this man, and we are told that he is in his team. He's been a thorn in the flesh of Kennedy Japan. He's been able to get Kennedy Japan to flare up and become a wild animal. He told us that Kennedy Japan has had his head split into two on the surgeon's table in America. That is why Kennedy Japan goes crazy time after time. He is not normal, and that is bitter. These were the two things he told Kennedy Japan, and Kennedy can never forgive him. He says, you are in the backyard of my competitor, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. So that means he's the one supporting you to come and insult me that I'm a madman and that I am bitter. They've been going to and fro, and he seems to have the upper hand because anytime he unleashes a salvo, Kennedy Japan is unable to stand that, and he will come out and back from morning till night. This is Coca. Sometimes he can get violent. We see him beating a car, beating the car in anger. My brother, every demonstration that the NPP has had in recent times, you will see him there. Probably he's looking for a political office. This is Coca, angrily pushing away all police and beating the bonnet of the car with his bare hands, daring the driver to move forward. Later he explained to us that the driver threatened that he was going to run him over with his car, and he was daring him to do that. My brother, my sister, life is just one. If he had run him over, he would have died and would never be alive again to fight. Maybe other people would. My brother, my sister. So the police restrained him, spoke to him, and took him away. My brother, Coca, somewhere in May, went all the way to the offices of EOCO, Economic and Organized Crime Office. At the time, Raymond Archer was quite fresh in the office. And then he went there, angrily, he threatened the boss of EOCO. What did he say? Do you remember? Watch this.
I know why you stay. You are laughing. You are only there. Yes, you are there mocking us. You are mocking us today. We know you. You are there mocking us. You are there mocking us. That time will come. That time will come. That time will come. Your friend is saying, Raymond Archer, all these people and your personal vendetta. Say police need na catch them say, oh my chance man because you here omu here obeba. And the person the man is here say it was a reset. The process is not done. The process will be formatting. But the formatting process, when we know you, we bring you out of your room for judgment. We will the format
It's clear. Very clear. We know you. We know where you live. We know where you live. You are there laughing at us. You are there mocking us. We will come for you. And then later, when the newsman caught up with him, he asked him, what did you mean by what we're saying? He said, no. This NDC guys say they are doing what? Resetting. When we come, we will do formatting. And by formatting, we know where they are. We will bring them out. And then we will show them. Wow. So the two matched. We know where you are. We will come for you. And twice. And then, when he was being interviewed, he repeated the same thing. We know where they live. They said they are resetting. We will reformat. Yes, we will format. We know where they are. So we will bring them out. For what? Justice. What is justice? So EOCO boss had his attention drawn to this. And said, well, we live in a country of laws. Why not? At the time, it wasn't mentioned that this was the thing. Till we broke it yesterday. My brother, my sister, formal complaint was made to the CID. Coca was invited. And he explained whatever it was. He was let out on self-recognizance bail. And then police have been looking for him to arrest because he was not going back to the police. You know, the matter when they give you self-recognizance bail, you are supposed to be reporting. He allegedly was not going back to the police. And on the day of the demonstration, investigators knew that he would come. And there he was. The demonstration that they promised to give drug addicts 150 Ghana cedis so they could go and eat banku. The demonstration that they gave apeteshi, free flow, to demonstrators to drink and misbehave. Now the youth would have to understand that these are the people who bring drugs to our ghetto. The more drugs we use, the better it is for them. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. Coca is a very vociferous brother. He's an artist manager. He managed Ohima Mercy some time ago. And they have some big issues. Ohima Mercy was even looking for him to arrest. I think he was arrested and all that. He's a very controversial person. My brother, my sister, he was arrested by EOCO. EOCO picked him up and handed him over quietly to the CID. Today, Coca was supposed to go to court. He looked left. He looked right. Hey. What he said has been played back to him. It's clear that he threatened Raymond Archer. They will format the reset. And then they would go after them because they know.
When they are semi-course, if a miracle Aboagye one, Sisiade, a idea you could focus on more arresting him because of say, almost say after the bill, I did chair S or Sazoba office, Namsa Sututuna Noba, while me beam and more. Any partner in crime, and also a yinama, is here a confess and Ketua at the Abraham. It was a share and subscribe me, the hit and notification button so am I. The December political unit, otherwise.